If you've ever watched the Tour de France, you'll see a group of a handful of little breakaway riders racing out way ahead of everyone on a lot of stages, and then this giant group of everybody, where most of the rest of the people all clumped together in the Peloton is what they call it. It's a cool little system to save energy. They use very little energy here, but at the same time, if someone falls in front of you, you're kind of stuck. If you're in the middle or toward the back and you're at an inconvenient spot in the race, it's hard to get ahead to get in front of other people because you're really kind of trapped inside there until you make your way to the front. And the reason why I bring this up, I'll reload the game. Remember, as you're progressing, the first time you hit an opponent in Warships who has another engine room, like an extra one on top of what you do, like if you have 5, someone has 6, if you have 4, someone has 5, like that, and it's just a monster to try to attack. You're just like, well, that's a loss right there. If you look at the top players, they're up to 6 now, 6 engine rooms, and if you scroll down, as soon as this ever loads, there you go, if you scroll down as soon as number 11, they're still stuck at 5. The reason why I say that is because the people who have broken away early on, the 10 people who already have 6 engine rooms, or wherever down here when you still have 5, unless they spawn one of the other 9 players who has a 6th engine room, then they're playing against somebody who is 1 engine room lower than them. That's a massive advantage in my mind, to be playing where you have that inherent advantage already. And I know that'll even out once we get to max level. I assume that we'll be able to get to max level before the season ends. But that early breakaway has got to be a monster advantage throughout the progression of this, because they're playing almost all the time where they have an advantage over whoever spawns, unless Supercell has formulated a thing where they make them sit there for however long, like minutes and hours, until someone at their level spawns, which I know for a fact they don't, because I've spawned people with more engine rooms than me and with much higher upgraded stuff than me. So the reason I say that is because I've already gotten stuck kind of down in the Peloton of Warships progression, down here somewhere, where I'll progress for a little bit and then I'll play against an opponent who has done a few extra chest openings and has a much higher upgraded defense and offense, etc. than me, and I'll just get stomped. Like it'll be 30 seconds plus faster than me, and it'll knock me back down. And so I've been doing this thing where I'll win a couple, then I'll lose a couple, then I'll win and lose, back and forth. And I'm just like, yeah, I guess I'll just wait until the next chest. So if you get stuck in that, really you just have to accept that your progression is going to be a little bit limited because people are further ahead than you, and they'll keep knocking you back down. The only advice I really have for that is to do your best to push to try to get to the front of that pack as much as you can. I know that it'll be a super slow process, and it'll really kind of drag like that the whole way along, because there are people who are already, 6 stages or ranks ahead of us, ahead of me at least, I'm sure, more than that for most people. And so it is going to be like that the whole time, because there are always going to be people ahead of you. But if you kind of push yourself to get one higher every day, slowly you'll kind of work forward in that big group of people, and maybe you'll get into a little, you'll finally hit like the threshold where there are more people spawning who are behind you than in front of you, and that will be your kind of boost as you get to the mid and late season. I don't really know how interesting these Warships videos actually are, because at this stage it's still pretty low level, but I'll show you one or two about me just getting stomped and then winning. This dude had super upgraded cannons and boom cannons and stuff, so it was really a slaughter. But I am noticing that riflemen alone are not doing the job as we get higher up. I'm definitely going to need to work on my Zookas and or my heavies and or something else, because they're kind of hitting a wall when I come against some dude who, I wonder if that's the Jerome that I know. I think he was just faster than me, but when I come against somebody who just has higher level stuff, particularly flamethrowers, machine guns. The machine guns are brutal, and the mortars, and if someone has 2 shock launchers, that's kind of a buzzkill. Yeah, so I need to work on that. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to mention. Just kind of works to grind your way through it all, and it's going to be a grind, but as you get closer and closer to the end of the season, it'll all start to work out better along the way. I'll get you guys next time. Until then, my name's Ryan. This is the PSC Life. Happy booming.